Hello and welcome to episode 31 of the Perfect Tower 2. This is the second part of the exploration of our save file to show how much progress we made since Dyson Sphere. I had to split in two halves because I would have made a half-hour video, and it's much easier to manage for you and for me to have shorter videos, about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going back to the infinity bar. Once again, this is filled up, so I'm just going to skip 400 hours again. And one thing I wanted to show you, 250,000 rubber to the inventory. Anytime I can do this, I do it. Better than 100 a pop when I buy it in the store. And last episode, just in case you missed it, I was talking about these two buttons. Turns the offer timer into a button for the trading post and the museum. You're gonna see how strong this is if you're not aware of it. Instantly finish the current shipment. I'm not gonna use that because I'm doing short shipments. Speaking of, we're gonna look at that. That was the next thing I was supposed to do, the shipyard, but I split the video in two, and in fact I decided to make a brand new recording. The shipyard was changed. I don't know when, I didn't check the patch notes, so this is completely different. But what I really like is the milestones, because the shipyard used to be unimpressive. Now these are my sea miles and my shipments, and what I like, there's a bunch of milestones that give interesting bonuses, and the one I really like, if I can find it quickly, is this one. Increase resource drops from enemies during the tower testing by 1% per sea mile. So I'm doing 15-minute shipments. Why 15 minutes? Because there's a new skill here. By taking longer shortcuts, each shipment will yield more sea miles. Raises the sea mile multiplier to the power of 1.2 for all shipments that take longer than 5 minutes in total to complete. I used to do shipments for this year, but I want to increase these two numbers as much as possible. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you, just in case maybe you stopped playing or you didn't know that the shipyard changed. Once again, it should be relatively recently, this month somewhere, but I was not aware of it, okay? And I remember when I tried to record this, I got all surprised about it, and I said, oh, I'll check it out for next episode, but I had time to check it out before preparing for part 2, so that's done. We're gonna do trading post now. This is really, really nice. So I said it, the button thing here, instead of a timer now, it's a infinity. And this is so strong. This is really insane. What I did from my last run, each type of resources, I went 10% for each. I always do that. I'm gonna look at this number here, 1.6 quadrillion. I just said it in French, 1.6 quadrillion. So we're going to increase that number. I'm just gonna do a normal trade session, but I'm not gonna trade white resources. Check this out. If you hit this, look, I can do it all day long. Imagine how strong this is. This is crazy. I could spend a lot of time doing this. Eventually you run out of town resources, but then you do another run and you do it again. And it's really, really, really strong. I was amazed by it, in fact. That's the pleasure of doing no research at all and discovering things by surprise like this. And when I discovered that, look at that, we're at 1.82 quadrillions already, right? So I could do this for a long time. It's really nice, and it increases everything. Increases all that. And here, well, I don't have enough for this, I think. I kind of do. I'm not going to do it, though. I could go 100% here, but just to upgrade this once. But anyways, all these will be maxed out eventually, so it's quite nice. So I wanted to show you that. I'm really excited about this. It's the same thing for the museum. We're about to look at it. In fact, we'll do it now because I want to show you my blueprint. Explain how I do things with a blueprint, the one I made myself. It's not perfect, but first let's look at the museum. It's the same thing. One thing I want to say, of course, I need to spend a lot of time on bosses. I haven't started yet. You saw previous video. He's my target public enemy number 1. Cylindro, but I killed it 6 times. I need to kill him 1000 times. And these also to get more slots for power stones. 89,000, like I said, for perfect space. And here, I'm missing 6 modules. I don't know how to get them. I'll probably look it up. I don't know. I may or may not. Just to get another slot. Let's see my power stones. You see they went up a lot. There's a reason for that. I'm going to show you that. I might replace those with nature. That's because of my blueprint. But you'll see later why. If I go here in the shop, this is maxed out. So the highest I can get here is 40. And when I looked at screenshots on Discord, it seems like 50 is the maximum for power stones. But what's amazing about this, let's say I don't like this. You see the timer here? Look at that. It's really amazing because I'm able to really, in fact, with this and the fact that I'm now rich, you saw I made E62 resources in my best run ever, right? So if I do that again a few times, I'll be able to max out every single one of my stones. So let's say I want to improve. I check the highest I ever reached. It's all above 40, something close to 40, for instance. This one, for instance, because I was talking about replacing the red ones, and I just go combine like this, right? So it's just absolutely amazing. So I got 2 at 43. Can I replace those? You know, it takes a while to do, but I can even do this here. You see what I mean? So it's really nice. It's an amazing thing. And I'm gonna keep it on until everything is at 50, then I'll deactivate it. And anyways, I'm gonna have to deactivate everything once I activate the Infinity Forge. By the way, after the conclusion, there will be a spoiler alert message, and I will tell you what I think the Infinity Forge does. I didn't look it up because I wanted it to be a surprise, but I want to tell you, I want to share with you the hypothesis I have about Infinity Forge, what I think it does and what I hope it does. But if you don't want to hear about it, because I know it's a bit sacred, the Infinity Forge, I know on the Discord we gotta be careful not to spoil what it is. If you don't want to see spoilers, you can stop watching after the conclusion. But if you're curious to see what I think, if you know already what the Infinity Forge is, which probably the case for most of you, watch the end and see if I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Okay, this is going to be a bit challenging to explain. I'll do my best. First of all, okay, I'm just gonna go back. Because remember, something else. Before we do that, I discovered something else. Technology, yellow battery. This, plus 1% total capacity per yellow battery. I don't remember this existing, but it was not upgraded, so I upgraded it. And now this 1.96 billion and the boost. These are my boosts, and I'm using, of course, the Shipyard boost now because of the changes that were implemented. I want C miles, and I'm using factory. Will I use mine when I do asteroid mining? I don't have a clue, okay? I wanted to share that with you. I forgot if it existed before, but I don't think I would have missed it, honestly. I don't know. Maybe it's new, maybe it's not. Okay, tower testing. Let's look at the worst case scenario. I'm gonna go on easy. Let's say I go chaos. Every single element is there. So with the blueprint I invented, which is, I can guarantee you this blueprint is less efficient than the stuff that you can find on Discord. But I told you at the beginning, I wanted to make my own stuff. And this works. I was able to reach 7 and 8 figures everywhere. All I have to do is spend time to reach 8 figures absolutely everywhere, including chaos. But it's not as efficient as if I was gonna download something, but I don't want to. What I do is I adapt to each region. I use armor. Okay. So in chaos, for instance, I have to use all the armors because I have all the elements. Because there's light, I use photosynthesis, and that's why you see nature modules here for pre-infinity, while I accumulate wave acceleration. The longer I go, the higher damage I make, the better it is, especially in higher zones and higher difficulties. Okay. So my goal is to stay alive because I used to die, so I don't die no more. I can guarantee you that. With look how much damage it absorbs. It's probably overkill, but why change something that already works? Yeah, I could go in the first zone on easy using this. You would tell me, well, you have way too much armor, but I don't care. It works. I just let it run, and I can get 8 figures if I want to. If I was in a region where there is no armor, no air, no earth, and let's say no water, just for the fun of it. So I would remove them and have 3 spaces. If there was no light, I would remove photosynthesis and light armor as well. But now I have space for more modules. Sorry, it's a bit difficult to describe. I don't know why. So first of all, I'm going to use fire breath. Okay, I like the AoE it does. But then I have a question for you in the comments, for those who know. Let's go nature crit first, okay? Last episode we saw that I got this very nice, this one. 80% chance, times 12 damage, nature, photosynthesis, very nice. My question would be, if I go here, I think it's Gaia synergy. Here, so infinity, earth and nature damage. My question is, does this module influence my infinity module? And if I was to add, for instance, just critical strike, which is not that extraordinary, but 60% chance and times 3 damage, does this module increase the damage or procs while I damage infinity mobs using those modules? That's my question for you. I hope the answer is yes. If the answer is no, then I'm gonna have to change the way I do things. Alright? Other things I use is multi-shot, basic bouncing, attack speed, super multi-shot, which is a active module. And all these here, okay? I'm just gonna scroll down. I made that, it took a while. I had to test a bunch of things until it would work to my satisfaction. Conductor doesn't seem to work all that great, but I remember the run. If you watch the previous video, my shield was going down maybe at 1/4 or something like that, or 1/3. But anyways, I'm using it. I guess it's all right. So that's what I wanted to show you. Was there anything else? I don't believe so. Yeah, that would be it. So that's the progress I made. Next episode, we're gonna look at this. And the following one, I'm gonna look at this. And after that, we're gonna do this. And that episode will be called Infinity Forge. You will be able, even if you don't want to see spoilers, you'll be able to start a video. I'll make an introduction. I'll talk a little bit. I'll hit unlock, put the big spoiler alert, and then you can hit like and close the video if you don't want to see what Infinity Forge is, but it's coming. I've been delaying it. Reason, because I've been able to get Infinity Forge for a while now, and I'm sure it's a game changer, but I'm making videos and it seems logical to do this and that first because of military perk patch. So I'm just gonna go to my favorite place, which is here now. Same thing. I did one run, by the way, yesterday. Here I reached 5.3 million. Okay. So stick around after this conclusion if you want to see what I think of Infinity Forge. Make a prediction. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, I died pretty quickly, but anyways, as I'm doing this, it's just a routine. But stick around, and next episode will be about asteroid mining, guaranteed, unless there's something crazy happening. I'm still gone, but I will be back relatively soon. Looking forward to get back to making videos regularly, and I will answer every comment as soon as I can when I'm back. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Now, right now, you should see a spoiler alert image, and I'm just gonna go somewhere. It's your last chance to close the video if you are newer and you don't want to know. Okay, we're back, and first thing, I think just using logic. For my prediction, it's just using logic. First of all, would be here probably, Infinity Forge. And it says Infinity Forge. It's a forge. So what I'm thinking, what I predict it is, it would be something like you spend probably blocks like this, and it takes a while, probably not instant, but I can turn any of these into being able to hurt infinity mobs. That's what I think. So any module can be turned into infinity damage. That's what I think Infinity Forge is. Let's see if I'm right when I do the episode. If I'm wrong, no big deal, but that would be really nice. Can you imagine these being active all the time, combined with photosynthesis when there's light mobs? That'd be pretty nice. So please don't tell me in the comments whether I'm right or wrong. Anyways, we'll see how it is. I'm really looking forward to do Infinity Forge, but I gotta do two more episodes before. Then we'll dig right into it. So that's it. See you around.